You are, of course, quite right. Gregorovich 144, direct rule from Westminster over Northern Ireland, is not an option under the terms of the Good Friday Agreement, which is underpinned by the accompanying Anglo-Irish Treaty. So therefore, any form of direct rule would have to be negotiated with Dublin, which is almost certainly not going to happen. And that may well be spurring on the DUP, who are taking advantage of this ruse. And it is a ruse, and it's despicable on the part of the DUP. And frankly, the only option is to have new elections, which are going to end up in the same situation, I suspect, because the Northern Ireland voting is largely tribal, and the DUP can assume it's going to remain that way, certainly for them. So the only option really is for the Alliance Party to take more seats and to push through the Chris Heaton-Harris agreements. Chris Heaton-Harris, meanwhile, can dictate or at least implement the new budget, which can be carried out at least in part by civil servants. I think one other way forward is for Chris Heaton-Harris to release the civil servants to carry out a lot of the work which would otherwise be carried out by politicians. So at least the senior public sector pay can be negotiated and can be paid out, and that will help enormously. So yeah, you're quite right. A rock and a hard place. The longer they do nothing, the worse the bleed will be. Time is not on their side. Young folk from a unionist background are not interested in fighting a centuries-old war. Absolutely. But nor is anybody else.